shit on us. I had a lady give me a crumpled up napkin. She was like, she said, came to me, she's like, I've been praying to the universe to bring you my way. And I was just like, thank you for being honest about that. I don't fuck with people after I have an interaction with them, because that means they just become quite stalkerish and shit. So, when I meet people, for the most part, I meet people like I'm in your life once and keep fucking pushing. But those who don't, get that, and they be trying to do some stalkerish, narcissistic shit, they really end up regretting it. And the woman wanted to put a hold on me, so she gave me, cause she's into energy work too. She was like, "Yeah, here, take this napkin." I'm thinking maybe she's intuitive, saying I'm gonna need it. But she give me a napkin she been holding on to for God knows how long. Then she pull out another bag of napkins that nobody ain't touched it. And then she start replacing, filling up the napkins. I'm like, you about to give me a dirty tissue that you been holding? I threw that bitch away. So then I went to ACS. People been acting funky because they see a change is here, but they just like, we trying to convince you that you still where you at. Because if you doing what the fuck you want to do, that means we about to be exposed. Hell yeah. Miss Lynette Hall of ACS, every interaction we have is recorded. She hung up so quick on me. She was like, wait, this is being recorded? I can't have a conversation with you, and hung up. So I let her know every interaction we have is recorded. Multiple organizations are always listening. Come on, Miss Hall, you got to be smarter. You the worst scapegoat in the world. You gonna get people fucked up because you do not know. You the person, if somebody, Miss Lynette Hall, if somebody take you to a party, you don't know how to hold your liquor. You will start so much shit just because you're afraid of shit getting started. And then you couldn't hold your liquor. So don't hang out with Miss Lynette Hall. She may look like a sweet, innocent person, but Miss Lynette Hall, she will basically, because she afraid the same thing she don't want to happen to her, she'll have it happen to you. Anywho, that ain't my business, y'all. All I'm trying to say is, there's no need to worry. All is well. It's a brand new day. There's a lot of people from your past who do not understand what the fuck is going on. All they know is they woke up one day and you hella different and they don't want to deal with it. They like, what in the fuck is going on? They're still trying to play this old ass game. They know they can't have shit to do with you. And eventually they're gonna just stop, these intimidation tactics. But until they stop on their own, literally, just let them do what the fuck they gonna do. They too dumb to understand. Leave shit alone. So that's why, when shit do stop for them, it really stops. See, we could try to say, hey, let's have an open conversation with each other. What's going on? How you really feeling? Because you're being passive aggressive right now. They gonna be like, I'm not. They gonna try to justify, this is not what's going on. This is what's happening. Especially if they got positions of authority, and because they will be blacklisted after they are exposed, ain't nobody gonna want them to work for them. Like literally, the only place they can make money is in the prison system by doing the work that they use prisoners to push out. Like literally, what I'm picking up, some karmics is gonna be working from the prison system. People who was just like, well, I'm in control of your life because I can, make judgment calls on what happens and doesn't happen. These gonna be the same people toiling and laboring in the prison system, cranking out the very same products that we use in everyday life. Just be patient, and leading up to that, it's gonna be a rise and then fall of intimidation tactics. Basically, they're gonna still try to do the same intimidation tactics. Then they're gonna try to come in as if, I've seen the light. I see where I was wrong. And it's only because they're getting humbled. When I say they're getting humbled, I'm gonna look at it from this position. Imagine if, we got we chosen ones decided, I'm gonna let my ego take over. I like all this attention I'm getting. I'm about to lose my shit and just go, I'm about to just basically try to become a tyrant. God will humble us in a way where the more power, okay, as much power as you have within you is how God will humble you. If you are powerful, you will be extremely humbled, because with a lot of power comes a lot of great responsibility. And if you're not willing to be, responsible with the power you're blessed with, God takes it away and humbles the fuck out of you. People think power is this, it's like, fairy magic. Whatever power is to you. Power is being able, like, for some, it is different for everybody. But I know personally for me, it's me being able to accept myself in a world full of people that keep trying to jack my shit. And then try to act like I'm the first person to do it. Like, one of the workers literally at ACS, she dyed her hair the same fucking colors I got. And this was before she saw my hair. So that means she been watching my social media. Okay? These the same fake ass phony bitches like, hey, ready to write some shit on paper so when court come, she a bad mama. Miss Hall gave me a mental health thing because it's required by law for her to do it. And it's also my right to say I reject it, and I did that. And I got all this on video camera. Miss Lynette Hall is trying to basically now clean up her records that it was a good visit. Because when I told her multiple organizations are actually dissecting everything, and justice is your legal right for you to deliver this so you can report whatever you're trying to put on that paper, it's my legal right to deny it and reject it. And that's what I did. And because she thought I didn't know my laws, she thought, well, she thought she could shut me up by saying your visit has started. I said, no, Miss Hall. The visit's already going. I'm just telling you the truth. And every time I try to tell you the truth, you don't like talking to me. But you always like being around me because you feel so safe, because you want to take your problems out on me. And you end up walking away feeling worse and worse. You ain't starting to pick up on a pattern here, Miss Lynette Hall. You was getting scapegoated by every fucking body. The mental health system is scapegoating you. When they're playing to try to make me look as if what I said about the mental health system don't work, and so many things come out about how much scandal is involved in the mental health system. Miss Lynette Hall, who you think they gonna be the one to blame all this shit on? You. Who you think ACS gonna blame this shit on, Miss Lynette Hall? You, because you ain't got a goddamn backbone. You can't even stand up for yourself. Anybody as a representation of something in you that you need to do for your own goddamn self, you like to take it out on people. Shit. Don't nobody care about that shit. Nobody cares how you feel. You can look like the most sweetest, most seductivest Sunday school teacher in the world. Your energy is nasty. Lynette Hall at ACS. Let me just say this. I don't give a goddamn what you writing on that paper. Actually, I do want to know. Let me go check the cards. You see, you got to be mindful of these ACS people. If you a shitty ass parent and you just sitting there letting shit happen, ACS gonna be like, oh yeah, keep doing that fuck shit. It keeps us out the clear. It keeps us with a job, because the more shitty parents that we got, taking kids home, we have consistent employment. Most of the ACS people, they concerned about having employment, because they know if you say you work for the ACS, the average person will be like, I don't want to work around you, because quite honestly, you might be judging me and try to get my kids taken from me. You might be the one to file a complaint just because I don't parent the way you parent. People do not like to hire people who put their work for ACS on their resume. Most people who get fired from ACS do not put on their resume they work for ACS. It is hard as hell to find a job if you are connected to ACS. So you have these little people that's trying to be like, oh shit, let me act as if I'm still, able to scare the shit out of people. No, if you work for the ACS, it's going to be hard as hell to find a job when you get disconnected from ACS. Because one of the cover-ups ACS is doing, they are weeding and rooting out anybody who going to get their asses caught. Anybody who can't hide their evidence of fucking some shit up, you about to get booted the fuck out. All right, so what did Miss Hall write on today's visit, March 2nd? March 2nd, 2022 is in March 3rd. She didn't write nothing bad because she can't understand how the fuck are you this stable and how the fuck are you able to afford what you got with what you've been through. Because Miss Hall know my story. Let's just say Miss Hall speaking a different tone because Miss Hall ain't gonna be able to find no fucking work when everybody get exposed. So she want to play nice and get on somebody's good side so she can make sure, oh shit, will you help me out? I know I did wrong, please. Missing that Hall, ain't nobody gonna help you. Miss Hall, Lynette Hall at ACS. She work in Harlem, y'all. She like to play friends with everybody. But the people that she likes to be friends with, she hurt. This is what she ain't gonna tell you. If you are naturally joyful and you naturally abundant, she want to be your friend and she wants to fuck your shit up. And you would never know before, people started waking up and shit and started paying attention to the little details. You would never know that she was this type of person because she just looks like, I really support you. If you ever want to talk to me about it, I'll just sit here and listen. But she's so strategic. Boy, let me tell you, she'll sit there, create the perfect plan to take your shit. And the only reason she do it is because her family taken from her, the man that's beating up on that ass taken from her. She feel powerless. So at this point in time, Lynette Hall, you know I'm talking shit about you. You know you constantly getting this old shit. You know you constantly, for real. You know you constantly getting information about where to find me talking shit about you. It ain't shit if I'm telling the truth about your shit. Honey, you are not a good person to be around. And you fool people by trying to look like you something like that you ain't. You don't even, the way you want people to see you, ain't nobody gonna see you that way because you fucking shit up. Everybody you working with, fucked up. You fucked up. They picked the wrong motherfucking scapegoat. You can't even be a good scapegoat. Come on now. You can't even be a good scapegoat. You the scapegoat that everybody gets caught because of. Now, one would say, well, isn't it a good thing if everybody gets caught? I've been scapegoated, so you can either let people's projections be why something happens for you or how your life plans out, or you can be like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna air all that goddamn business out. Or you could be the scapegoat that is like, okay, there's a lot of pressure on me. I'm about to break down. I'm gonna take on the responsibility, but I'm breaking down. And you might be, so please be easy on me. These people ain't gonna be easy on you. They got a lot to hide. So, well, I guess I'm saying this because if you're watching this, whoever has tried to set you up, they are in high regrets of it. They can't get away from you. They can't get away from the people that's using them to get information about you. So now they understand that if they go against you, it's already X out. They understand if they go against these people, they're going to really feel these people wrath. And they see how these people been fucking with you. So now these people is really contemplating self-harm. What do you say? Did it feel bad for you? I don't feel bad for you. All I understand is you should have never, ever, 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 ever targeted my family. For every light worker, it's something different to kick you in to have you remember who you are. It's something different. You know, whatever it is that gets you to wake up. I know for me, I woke up out the fog when I started having people take my kids from me because I ain't want to basically kiss their ass. You know, I remember being the ass kisser. I remember if somebody said, I want you to do this. And I'd be like, I don't have it. And they would just backstab me. And I'd be like, well, why did you do that? And then they would say, I did it because you did this and that to me. And I would really believe it. And I started doing research. I started looking back. I didn't do nothing to you. You mad because I couldn't do something for you. So you started projecting your insecurities into me. You started trying to beat me down to make me feel like there's something I'm doing wrong. But the fact is, you are treating me like a McDonald's. And honey, I'm not a McDonald's. I'm quality. I'm luxury. So you treat me like a fast food restaurant, but you want a luxury experience. So what really woke me the fuck up was, okay, my children are getting targeted. And the way they're trying to separate me from my kids is by targeting my mental health. So I started getting real honest with myself about some shit. I finally got to the point, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want. Call me what you want. I'm gonna speak my truth. Do another death threat. I'm gonna speak my truth. Lie about me on paper at ACS visit, Miss Lynette Hall. I don't care. I'm gonna do me. And I'm still gonna talk about what y'all doing. I ain't got nothing to lose. Y'all got something to lose. Y'all meeting people just like y'all. How that shit feel? You meeting somebody that will lie on you just to maintain their position of authority, where they will keep information from you because they feel you can't be trusted with certain information. So they feel we gonna say less to you and keep a good chunk of the information to ourselves, and we're gonna let you go on and look like the only buffoon doing fuck shit. That's what's happening to some of your karmics. The people that, you know, was like, we like you, we want you to work with us and bring somebody down, but because you work with them a lot hands-on and closer and shit, you the best person to do the job. Now these people like, hey, I need help. Where y'all at? I'm busy right now. I can't talk. But I really need to talk to you. Something's going on. Well, I would love to talk about it, but I can't talk to you right now. Now they just sitting worried and anxious, panic attacks. They ain't got nobody to talk to. Meanwhile, the people that's like, she's starting to pick up on something ain't going right, and we're going to need to have answers. So these people just making up lies about what to tell these stupid ass people that basically is like, this person's starting to fall apart. We need an exit strategy, because at the end of the day, you know, the person that we targeted is winning. They on a winning streak and they ain't coming down. And as much as we would like it to come down, they ain't going down. So we can hide our hands of what we did, we gonna set this person up to take a fall. And because this person, whoever it is that was supposed to take you out, is the weak link, they getting fucked up. Not only in their home life, their work life. Whoever it is that, gas them up, that you perfect to do this. You the perfect person for the job, boo. You the best person to take this person out. You know exactly how to take them out. Now these people like, I don't understand what's going on. Can you talk to me about this? And these people like, what are you talking about? Now these people starting to feel crazy because the same people that told them this is what we're going to do to set such and such up, they now see the person is becoming emotionally and mentally unstable. And so now they like, we can use them to make it look as if this one person just lied on them. Because if everybody is loving the person we targeted, we better like get on board and make it just simply seem like they're the ones who is mentally and emotionally unstable in this particular situation. So whoever went above and beyond to try to defamate your character because they wanted to fit in with the wrong motherfuckers, the people that they was fucking with, like, yo, what I'm about to do, we about to put the blame on this person. We gonna make it seem like they was targeting this person all by themselves and then lying to us and making it seem as if it's something that it's not. And, we didn't know what was going on, so we just kind of went with it. All the while, they don't know that they setting themselves up. The plot thickens. So, an answer prayer is about to take place because you are completely changing. You are not letting fear stop you from doing what you came here to do. Because what happens when you go from the underdog, being the person that was highly targeted, and then you start changing? People say you're crazy, you're emotionally and mentally unstable. But what happens when you like, fuck it, I ain't being stagnant like y'all bitches. My name is evolution. I'm the fucking future, bitch. Let me fucking change. They start to see the underdogs know what's up. They're not only good people to be friends with and lovers with, but you can have some of the most realest, coolest ass conversations with them and know they ain't trying to take anything from you. Anybody who fake, don't nobody want to be around them bitches. So now your enemies are starting to pick up. We better fall in line, because if we don't, we're about to lose. We're about to be disconnected. We're about to lose finances. We also are about to lose the ability to still be in action and working. Like we ain't even gonna be a functioning organization at this point. So if you're watching this, it's your changes is basically putting an old system out of commission. Because the fact that these people kept trying to sway the situation, they ran through their life force. They was like, I swear to you, that person, there's something not right. Investigate. So while these people are being investigated, they sent people to investigate you. They said, oh shit, there's something not right about such and such. We need you to go do some digging. Only everything that's coming up about you is you A1. You true as blue. We got the Ace of Swords here. These people do not understand that they opened up a can of goddamn worms. That they see. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Here's what I'm picking up. Whoever targeted a divine feminine in this point in time does not realize that you're not being investigated. They're now being investigated. And it's not something that's gonna be, oh shit, we got all the evidence we done. This gonna be something that's long drawn out. It don't matter if these people die while this thing is being investigated. People may want to die and die in honor. These people business gonna be aired out even in depth. It's gonna be, you know what? such and such did to harm this person. It's not going to matter if they passed away 3 days ago. It's not going to matter if they passed away 5 years ago. If somebody has something to do with a scandal, all that shit going to be dug up. It's like if whoever disrespected a divine feminine, people going to be like, I piss on their goddamn grave. People going to be so fucking unruly. When people find out how people mistreated you, divine feminines, they literally will go to that person's grave. You know, they'll even take out the coffin, burn that bitch, piss in that shit, throw their trash in it, to let them know you should never have fucked with that divine feminine. Now, this may not literally happen, you know, like, but it's happening energetically where these people have dug such a deep hole for themselves that now, while everybody is catching up with time and they're still living in the past, but they're like, maybe if I act like I'm cool with the divine feminine, they're not realizing the reason time is moving for others is because others are in this journey, this rebirth of self-acceptance. What happens when majority of the world is embracing self-acceptance? Embracing the fact that, look, despite all the shit I done been through, I love myself. I may not have all the money in the world that I want right now, but I love myself. I may have just got my ass beat by a man I said I love, but I love myself enough to walk the fuck away. I love myself enough to understand how the darkness I've experienced is not my end all be all. So you got people like waking up, and before it was easy to fool people like, oh shit, well, you're oppressed, so we're going to continue making you feel oppressed and make you want to try to acquiesce to what the agenda we're putting out. And now people like, that don't feel good to my soul. I don't like how I feel doing this. So you got some people that normally would be able to, you know, janky people and shit. They call them like, hey, do you have a follow-up with what I asked you? They're getting the runaround. So you're going to start to notice people who are in karmic behavior. If you a chosen one, they really going to try you, but what they not going to tell you is they afraid of the general public finding out that they have no power. Literally, if you have an ACS case and your child has been wrongly taken from you, ACS, is about to have so many lawsuits up on that ass, they will not be able to get any funding. Anybody, even in death, was connected to ACS's continued wation of separating good children from good parents is going to be barred from ever working for anything and anybody ever again. Like I said, it does not matter if they are dead. Well, we about to dig. Please let me rest in peace. Did you let others rest in peace, even though you consciously knew what you were doing? So no, you ain't gonna rest in peace. Go ahead, dig that motherfucking casket up. Take them goddamn bones out. Let's see what this person had to hide. Like literally, there's some magic where you take the bone of a person and you can find out all the goddamn secrets. Somebody doing it right now. And so what's happening is people figuring out that something ain't right. Something not right. Why is it when I'm just trying to do what works best for me, a lot of low vibrational people want to do low vibrational shit? So what low vibrational people ain't gonna tell you is that I'm afraid of the people I'm fucking with, but the people I truly want to get to know are the people who are evolving. And all I'm seeing is all these people evolving past me. And I feel like I'm just getting stuck and lower. And what I don't want is, I don't want for people to know how empty inside I feel. I love cars, yo. Cars make me so happy. All right, so we got Commander Ashtar, Goddess Gaia, Mother Mary. Conception, Goddess Gaia, the provider. Commander Ashtar, Star Seed. So what's happening? And we also got the Six of Clubs, Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Two of Cups. What I'm picking up, we got water energy, we got mental energy, and we also got fire. So what's happening is a lot of these karmics are in high regret for targeting someone who is naturally abundant. Now, people who like to target naturally abundant people normally like to drain these people of their life force. They like to cause them conflict because they eventually find out, if you can't manifest for me, I don't want you manifesting at all. Because if you can manifest for yourself, that means you will manifest a way out of my grips. And I'm afraid of everything I try to do to you being exposed. That's exactly what's happening now. If you're a master manifester, you are manifesting out of the ass right now. And these people looking at you like, did you make a deal, sign a deal with the devil? No, bitch. I'm just one with the universe. I'm one with the creator. With Commander Ashtar, if you a chosen one, you a star seed, you on a whole nother fucking different level. Like, this shit goes so deep, you might just be now well known in your neighborhood. But when I say, I don't even understand the concept. What's coming to my mind is galactic. When we think of galactic, you got people studying the stars. You got people dedicating themselves to double-digit years of college work and internships to understand the stars. You got people honoring where we have an eclipse. You got people learning astrology. You got people getting interested in the taboo now. So these same people that's closed-minded and thinking, I'm about to go up to somebody and talk shit about that chosen person I've been targeting, people gonna end up looking at them like, ain't you kind of closed-minded? You really sound like a hater. It sounds like a person I like to meet. And you ain't a person I like to meet, so back away. So anybody who's hating on you right now and going fucking hard to like, you ain't shit, they being looked at as they motherfucking crazy. And people like, I don't want nothing to do with you. So a lot of your haters are lonely. They surrounded by some vicious ass people they can't get away from. And they jealous of you because you couldn't get away from them. Now, what I'm picking up here, we got Two of Cups and we got the Nine of Swords. If you got an ex, they getting hella karma. The ex that went above and beyond to mentally and emotionally manipulate the shit out of you so that they could get a win over you. Someone who did their best to harden your heart by constantly subjecting you to sadness, grief, because anyone who's a narcissist wants an empath because the best way they feel to break them down is with negative emotions, because this is all they have. You know, you would think, well, maybe that's just a war tactic. No, the enemy only uses what they have. Think about war, okay? The only time somebody goes to war is when they know the supplies they have. You ain't gonna have somebody say, I declare war, and they don't know how they're gonna defend themselves. You'll notice your enemy is watching you to see what you're using to defend yourself in a war. But if you got an enemy that is so focused on you and they don't know what they got to defend themselves, they start to realize they're working with traitors. So what's happening now is your enemies is starting to recognize, I do not know what the fuck I have. I'm running around blind. I'm trying to make it seem like I'm buddy with everybody. But I know the niggas and bitches I'm with, I can't fucking trust them. The niggas and bitches I'm with, they willing to gut my ass if I say the wrong thing, which will expose what we've been doing to hurt a certain somebody. So I don't feel safe in my own house. I don't feel safe at work. I don't feel safe in my own body. A lot of your enemies are so fucking fear-based right now. that they are fucking paranoid, and their mental illnesses are starting to show among the people they working with. And the other people they working with got mental illnesses too. If you willing to fucking hurt somebody and try to hide it, that is a mental illness. It is not a mental illness if you are conscious of your actions and you can verbally conceptualize your emotional reactions and responses and your mental. That's not a mental illness. If you know how to say, I'm very sensitive about certain things due to a certain experience, this is how I normally react. However, I decided to do some mindful breathing, work through that shit. I went to the lake, I did a little shopping, and then I came back home and realized anxiety. Who don't have anxiety? This shit is normal. However, I don't like it. So, I may drink, I may smoke a little bit here and there. I may play some music, and I make sure I'm around good people. But everyday anxiety is a thing that I deal with on a regular basis. And I used to be in denial about it. Well, shit, let me tell you something. I didn't know how I was gonna get through it. But now, because I'm accepting that I done been through so much abuse, I have anxiety. Well, it's easier to live with that bitch. And I ain't got to take no medication. I ain't got to talk to somebody about what the fuck I got going on. Because honestly, I'm still learning how to trust. And if I had a mental health industry trying to jack me for my swag, I don't want to work with them bitches. So what I'm picking up is, if you able to talk clearly and plainly, everybody fucking understand you. In fact, you are felt at such a deep, impactful level. The people around you that's trying to remember when I used to treat you like that? Please go back to that place, because who I am, nobody likes. Well, that's not my problem. And a lot of the people that's doing this shit is somebody you had a family with. If you got kids with somebody, they are so afraid of you winning. All the poison that they have been trying to put into these children is about to be exposed. So because somebody you walked away from can't control you, they've been trying to control the children, and it's unsuccessful. We got the Nine of Wands here. We got the Emperor, and we also have the Fool card, okay? So we got Jesus and Saint Diphnah, and health is standing out to me. Compassion is definitely going to help your health right now, because see, your enemies, I don't even want to call them enemies. They're not even enemies. They made themselves, they started a war with you, and now they want to back out, and now they feel like it's too late. I want to go a new way, but I don't. The only thing I know is chaos, okay? This is why you don't fuck with them. That's why you'll notice they try to be nice, but then they just always changing up on you, all right? Welcome, welcome. You'll notice whoever it is that is trying to target your health, you're going to be asked to forgive yourself and be compassionate with yourself. You have to understand that when someone says, I'm trying to get under your skin, I'm trying to get you to react, I want you to react already. They're really just saying, I'm reacting. I don't like how I feel emotionally. This Nine of Wands here is saying life is so difficult for someone, and they saying how you have been through hell and back, and all they want is to be able to get out of it. And they're thinking if they sit back and watch you, they'll get the blueprint to your secret of getting away from ugly people that make them feel ugly inside. They want to understand, how is it that you're able to take care of yourself the way you do, in the way that you do? And you're going to notice a lot of these people coming through, they're going to try to come off real nice and flattery like. Because somebody says, whoever this is, I'm a believer in how whatever who you is. They said, Shalom, sister. So they try to come in like, hey, we're on the same team. But what this shows, they say you need to worship the God of Israel. Choose to worship Yawashi. They gonna try to come in like, I'm cool, I'm an easygoing person, and then they're gonna try to put their agenda on you. And what's happening in their emotional body is you are triggering where they feel oppressed. We go back to this 9 of Wands, and they don't know how to get out their situation. So and when they say you need to do this and you need to do that, this is simply the fact is they feel trapped in something. And this person who is whoever your name is, you're a believer in somebody, good, be a believer. You feel trapped in religion. So you're gonna have a lot of people, if you a chosen one, trying to attack you using religion. You're going to notice people who are trapped in religion will work with other people who are trapped in religion. Even if they do not follow that shit, they just basically, well, if what we said logically isn't working, we're going to try to demonize this person. We're going to try to make it seem as if they're trying to cause some sort of separation in humanity. When in reality, you are touching so many people because people see, I do not have to have the same background, the same ethnicity. I don't have to be like you to know I'm valuable. If you can't accept my authenticity, my individuality, what makes me different, then I don't want nothing to do with you. And I have enough compassion for myself. I'm walking away. My health is much more important than interacting with your ugly ass. And this is what's happening. To a lot of ugly people, they are getting booted out of people's lives. And it's happening so suddenly. And for some, I'm picking up, there have been stewing on this idea they wanted to do. There have been stewing on something that gave them such motivation. And then this is the Sun and the Fool card. They will be so excited. And the only person they can think of talking to is the person, we got the 7 and 8 of Swords, is the person that they have been manipulating, the person that they have been causing a trauma bond with, to share their secrets with. We have the Moon. But then these people are just like, I don't want shit to do with you. Every time you around, I do not feel good. And I do not like feeling this way. And you can try online and say it's a family thing. We going through it. But there's people who's going through and they not treating me the way you treat me. So you got to get the fuck out my life. And if I have to live with you, I'm emotionally going to distance myself from you. Like, there's a lot of people who have been oppressed to a lot of oppressors in the family life. And they are, with this Emperor card here, they like, I ain't dealing with your ass. You too much. You doing too much. I don't care how hard this shit is. I'm about to get control of my own life, and I'm going to leave when you least expect it. So what's happening is a lot of karmics know they about to be abandoned by their empath. And so they're trying to stage all kinds of traps. But the thing is, they know they're about to be abandoned. All right? We got Ace of Cups. We got 9 of Pentacles. Underneath this 9 of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. All right. And we also have the Ace of Cups. So what happens when an empath completely closes a cycle out with a narcissist? We get blessed with love. Not only just love that we give to ourselves, we learn self-love, but we also attract the love of a lifetime. And you know what happens to narcissists who realize, oh shit, narcissists start to realize, I really don't want the life I've chosen, but if I let the empath know that I know I fucked up, they still ain't coming back. So let me keep saying, I love you. Please give me another chance. In reality, I know I ain't shit. You know I ain't shit. Other people know I ain't shit. But I realize when my empath leaves my life, I'm gonna be stuck with some ratty ass choices. And the person that the narcissist in your life probably left you for, they bored as shit with these people. STDs is swapping and spreading like a bitch because narcissists are just fucking like it ain't nobody business. That's how sad they is, and they are spreading fucking STDs. If you didn't know, now you know. So when the narcissist was normally with an empath, they were able to heal these STDs. And now these STDs is basically having their insides rot from the inside out. So if you walked away from somebody and you like, I know everything they're using against me to make me come back. I know I still got some feelings here and there. I'm working through it. I ain't weak. You know, it's just like when a drug calls you, it's your choice to go to it. Okay? You could just sit back there and, I'm good. I'm just going to chill here. Even though I hear the drug calling. You know? Or you could just be, you could just be like, I hear that drug calling, but I understand. I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling, because more than likely, if you have an addiction of some sort, it's connected to an emotion. Something that's difficult to let go of. You got to be patient with yourself. The Eight of Cups requires patience. You see how these women age and things like that? Time heals. So while you're healing, releasing a lot of toxic ass people, be gentle on your mind, body, and soul. Because if you like, I have to get this healing done, you're going to miss out on so much. Just enjoy your life. Because literally, whoever is out here and who loves you is going to accept you've been through some shit. And I understand you healing. And I'm not going to put a time limit on your healing. You do the healing the way you need to do it. And however you see fit, you do that thing. Okay? But I just want to encourage you to heal the way you heal. I've been having a lot of people trying to tell me how to heal, how to think, how to feel. And I'm grateful for these interactions because they reflect to me, is there things inside of me, old belief systems, where I'm telling myself I cannot also not express myself as authentically in the time limit I need. That's why, it's important for you to become a sovereign being. So your schedule is your schedule. If you say, I'm going to only do such and such things at a certain time, you're going to have distractions come up like, you sure? I'm going to keep causing distraction, hoping I put self-doubt into you so you will give up on it. And this is where you got to be like, you know what? I really do want to have a certain experience, but I also have to acknowledge that in this moment, where I'm at right now, is right where I need to be, and that's enough. In fact, in this moment, just accept that everything is everything, and that is enough. With this Nine of Pentacles, people like to associate freedom with luxury. What I'm feeling like, you're about to experience a freedom beyond anybody's imagination. In fact, with this Nine of Pentacles, people are going to be thinking, you so lucky in everything. Money, love, relationships. They're not going to understand that you are simply following your blueprint. So do not take it personal when other people try to copy you. Honey, if people only knew that copying you attracts what you attract, and because you know how to handle it, you good, but others don't know how to handle it. So imagine, I'm picking up the woman that copied my hairstyle, and she looked like she was so unsure of herself. It looked like if somebody got pissed off at her, they would try to cause her self-doubt, because a lot of people try to cause me self-doubt, so my sanity can be questioned. Well, she would be like, what? She would show signs of instability, self-doubt, I don't know, and they would prey on it. That's what I deal with. Have dealt with, so what that says to me is for the collective consciousness, Whoever is copying you and is trying to get your attention, the attention that they're getting, they're not liking it. And they're trying to figure out, how is it you're getting attention and you are not cracking under pressure? These people are cracking under pressure. Real shit. And they ain't got nobody to talk to about it. So some of them might be still acting like they doing the same fuck shit that was once working in the past. But the reality is it's not working anymore. And it's simply because all they want is somebody to talk to about how they feel like they ain't got nobody they can trust, they worry, they scared. And one person close to them they can talk to about it, they fucked it up. So you're going to notice a lot of karmic cycles are closing out quite rapidly. I mean rapidly. Anybody who was trying to block divine unions is going to be in very high regret, because when you target a chosen one and you target matters of their heart, not a good idea. See, if love is the greatest force in the world, and it shows up in different areas, and when you got two loving people in a train with love, 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 love is going by. If you target people who are naturally loving, and there's somebody out there that's perfect for them, and you try to basically keep them from meeting, you know, let's just say anyone who tries to target pure love is always going to be in high regret. Now, we got Archangel Ariel, Goddess Lakshmi, and Archangel Metatron. Your ability to manifest is protected. It is safe for you to manifest how you want to manifest in the way you want to manifest. And I put this out here because you probably are changing so much that people are starting to notice you are reflecting someone who's highly influential, on a bit of a celebrity status. And these people thought that they could obtain your position by, you know, like speaking ill will on your name. Love, 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 love. No. These people are in high regrets because they're starting to understand. I thought if I talked about them, I would get attention. But now I'm being looked at as a hater. I don't want to let them know that I fucked up. I really wish I could turn back the hands of time, but I probably still would do the same shit because I don't know how to break out of this cycle. So the main people that's been going above and beyond to really interfere with your life, they about to be getting phased out real quick. You know, like there's so many trains coming, going by and shit. It's like, yeah, I'm looking at the trains. These people about to just be like a passing train. You know the schedule of the train. If you know your train you gonna take, if you take the train. If you take the train. And if it's not your train, you just like, okay. But yes, there's something here with love. You have love coming in. Someone who's going to accept your intelligence. Someone who's going to accept that you are who you are. Everything that comes with you, they're going to love it. They're going to accept you, you know, the past you, the present you, and the future you. All right? Any piece that was taken from you, you about to get an abundance of it. Okay? You about to be experiencing a fast track of everything. While it may seem as if it slowed down so people could get an understanding of what's going on. See, some people refuse to see what's going on. So what happens when they are forced to slow down? Panic starts to set in. The type of panic where it's like, I really wish I would have just listened to the warnings. See, anybody who didn't listen to a warning that spirit told them to leave you alone, is in loss and dying. It don't matter if they look young. Spirit just like, you want to take a life, let me take yours. I told you stop messing with my chosen ones. So, when I was learning how to heal, I just think healing meant I'm gonna go back to my life before I got hurt. No, I love myself, pain and all. Like, there's areas in my body that still feel as if the ghost of the past is just trying to awaken that old wound in me, trying to trigger me. And I used to feel as if I have to keep this to myself. But now that I'm aware, there's some new laws popping up to get people to go to prison or some type of punishment for emotional battering. I'm gonna share that shit. You know? Because what's happening is a lot of people are starting to understand I don't have to wait till it gets so bad where I don't have any help or where it's showing up physically. Abuse does not have to be seen for you to know it's abuse. When you are an innocent young child and you're slighted, and when you try to express yourself and like, no, I'm not listening, that's abuse. Some parents will try to get away with, because some parents will feel real guilty for, you know, having taught their children self-limiting beliefs. And so they'll say shit like, well, I should have, they'll say stuff like, well, we don't have the money, we can't do it. You can't do it anyway. Every time I'm doing a video, somebody try to call and interrupt me so they can project to me their fears. I'm like, that's your life. But when you have a parent who doesn't have a close relationship with their child because they told their child, I don't think you can do that. We don't have the resources. But when they see their child naturally good at it, they start to think, well, they would be good at it. Let me give them an opportunity. But the parent that said, but what happened to my dreams? If my dreams didn't come true, their dreams can't come true. Well, they start to realize they subconsciously start putting their limiting beliefs and restrictions on the child. And when that child leaves them and actually does something with the thing they said they couldn't do, well, what happens here? A parent is in regret. We have Mary Magdalene with devotion. So what I'm picking up here is someone from your past, a parental figure. We also have Goddess Hathor here. She has the cow. So this could be if you have a narcissistic mother, or someone in toxic feminine energy who repressed their self-expression. They're trying to basically make it look like to the outside world, I'm a different mom, I understand, I want to do something different. So some of them might be trying to get other people to send messages to you, like, please get them a message that I'm a different person. This person with devotion, they don't understand that you can still go to jail for stalking your children. Now, a lot of stalkers, they would say ex-lovers and friends, even if your parents stalk you, they could be sick. There are new laws forming of what stalking truly is. Stalking is if you do not respect someone's boundaries. And if you have a toxic mother who is stalking you or a toxic father, there are laws to support you getting a restraining order against them. I will give you guys updates about that as the time goes on. But what you're going to notice is as you are basically showing people what is actually happening, people from the past who feel they had an emotional pull to you and they really, okay, so you're going to notice something with this 10 of cups here. The people who bully you feel like you're family to them. Now, just listen. The people who bully you feel as if they feel so comfortable with you that they can just be themselves and there will be no consequences. This false idea of family, this toxic idea of family is why they are getting left behind. So after someone, if you're chosen and you know you're chosen, bullies a chosen one, they get what? Left out in the cold, left and right. That's why you'll notice when you have to see them, if you do have to see them again, they get more meaner. And because you seem to be the only person that is telling them the truth, and everybody else around them is making them feel crazy, calling them crazy to keep them in line so they don't tell people business, they try to basically, well, I only feel comfortable with this person. They actually feel like you're family to them. So these people may say, I'm mean to you because I just simply want to have a family. Like I feel like you're family. Okay? So Spirit is saying, don't pay no mind to that. But Spirit is trying to get you to understand. A lot of these people who target you, deep down, they want a person like you in their life. They want a person like you who, if you're on your good side, it's the best goddamn life in the world. However, if they are not on your good side, they understand they on the outside looking in. Oh my gosh, what did they just do? So when you basically deny them access to you in general, these people, they are emotionally led. They basically let their emotions have them fuck up every opportunity with anything positive. So anyone who is bullying you, if you're a chosen one, they are self-destructing and destroying everything around them. We have Goddess Kuan Yin, compassion, and illumination, Archangel Uriel. You are being seen in the light as you actually are. So I'm going to talk more about compassion and illumination. You may be feeling as if you speaking your truth might be not received well. Actually, it's being so well received. If you have someone jealous around you and they used to support each other, whoever is doing the gang stalking and bullying actually does not have the support of those people. But the people, because they're kiss asses, love, 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 love. Okay. Those people are going to tell them what they want to hear. And then these people going to set themselves up to get caught. Because what they going to do, there's going to be inconsistencies in how they describe you. And they don't know that they're being highly investigated. And people see you as compassionate. Now, in this moment, your idea of compassion also might be changing. You might have thought compassion is someone who's just, I'm here, I'll listen. Even though I want to go do something else, I'll just sit here and listen. You are showing people what compassion truly is. You are healing. You're healing aspects of yourself that was wounded by toxic masculine energy. And when I say toxic masculine energy, I don't only mean like, the patriarchal thing. Even feminists can be in toxic masculine energy because we're trying to protect our feminine nature. Okay? And so this will be my last set of cards. I'm going to go do some self-care, because self-care is one of my favorite things in the world to do. So right now, relationships are healing for a lot of light workers. Not only are we attracting the people that are for us, we are repelling the people that aren't for us. Now, the people that aren't for us, when I say we're repelling them, they keep trying to insert themselves into our affairs, but they keep seeing that they do not just fit in. They keep seeing that we'd rather be alone than have they nasty, funky ass energy in our space. They keep seeing no matter how much they try to interrupt shit, we gonna still disrupt their shit by just being us. And it's not that we're like, oh, I got a vendetta against you, I want to show you up. Just these people have made it their vendetta to shut you up. For me, I have people saying she's mentally unstable. However, that cover up, they're trying to cover up the fact they have been targeting my mental health. That's what they're trying to cover up. However, because that is getting expunged, and these people don't want to look like they've been targeting me, they're literally trying to pin it on one person, and that one fucking person don't know how to get from out of it. Miss Lynette Hall, you in deep, baby. Can't play innocent this time. And so what is this telling me for the collective consciousness? Whatever scandal was created to scapegoat you is actually about to turn back on the scapegoaters. Be very patient. There's a 7 of Cups here, says someone is doing a lot of investigation. And with this dead donkey here, this is telling me they're digging up an old case to get information about how these people move. Now you can tell, and because this is helping them understand how these people cover their tracks with the with cover up for the scandals they do. If you pull up an old case, like you'll notice something with criminology, right? The serial killer will have this one way of doing things. They may switch it up, but they got their favorite. So they'll be able to track a serial killer because this will be this serial killer signature thing they do. Even though the person may try to hide, anything that piques that serial killer's interest, they're like, shit, that's my target. So let's say, and what I'm picking up, this is an emotional serial killer we talking about. Somebody's doing such thorough research into past cases in which these people were involved. And they're starting to see how these people operate. See, these people, they think, you know, we're able to clean our image up, but they don't understand that the illusion is that they are free of any suspicions. We got the 4 of Pentacles here. This tells me these people are trying to make it seem as if, yeah, I'm just focused on family, work, love, and making my dreams come true. But below the surface, there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of depression, suicidal ideology, failing health, failing relationships, feeling stressed out about money, easy to push. These people are so close to a mental breakdown. You're going to know exactly what to say and how to say it to get them to spaz out. And these people been trying to trigger you. These people are going to be the ones to be like, ah, in front of a whole bunch of people. And what's going to be real funny is the same people that was hoping to trigger you with these illusions, because these people know you don't like lies, so they kept trying to create distraction after distraction. But because you just like, I'm not tolerating your shit, this tower says somebody's about to have a fucking mental breakdown, and it's gonna happen when you least expect it. Now with this 9 of Wands here, this is telling me somebody is going to be getting a lot of karma where it's one thing after another. And they're going to just be so tired where they just like, I just want to rest. Here you go. We got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups to be like, go ahead and rest. But these people ain't around no Queen of Cups. They're around people that's like, well, we got shit to do. Think of a mob boss that's just, that realizes a war done gone too far and all they want to do is rest, but they don't know who they can trust and shit. And they want to talk to their main man. It's like, I just want to rest. And the main guy like, this ain't the time to rest, boss. You know? Right when you close that one eye, you let your guard down and it's pop. So these people surrounded by people who is like creating this false illusion. There's a war going on. We have to keep doing what we're doing to make this work. So these people is just like, and it seems you gonna notice, slow down, you gonna notice their bodies deteriorating. These people gonna try to make it look like, with this Eight of Pentacles, they gonna try to make it look like, with this Emperor, I'm in charge. I still have the power. But what happens when you don't have influence and you don't have any health? What happens when you don't work with some people who said, you about to blow our cover? We about to get rid of your ass. Not realizing getting rid of that one person is going to actually expose everybody. Interesting, right? Whew. All right, so in this moment, I actually feel led to do something fun. We got 3 pals. If you happen to watch this and you make it to this place, great. If you want to leave time comments, great. But actually, I'm not going to leave any more times. I'm just honestly going to just post it and like literally just whatever comes up, when it comes up, whatever you hear, you post to hear. Because I'm starting to realize, like, I'm not supposed to listen to every message in full. But everybody gets a little piece of the message that they need. Because I really feel like, you guys have things you're doing, things you're pursuing, and you hear what you need to hear. It's not, well, you need to respect me and listen to the whole message. No, you hear what you need to hear. So we're going to start with pile 1. Manifestation, Merlin, and 2 of Cups. Oh, you guys have love. Like a commitment. You guys manifested a commitment. It's protected too. And it's very healing. It's not going to be very healing, but it is healing. And with this red on this collar here, I hope you can see it. It's like you won't feel afraid to public affection. Because this makes me think of somebody with like their makeup got on someone's collar, and Merlin just looks like, yeah, I got somebody. Like the person you have manifested is so loyal to you. They're very handsome. They know they're really good with finances and shit too. When I say they're good with finances, they hella good with finances. The person manifested is true, loyal, and blue. People want them. However, they don't mind walking out the house smelling like your perfume, your cologne. They don't mind walking out the house wearing some of your clothes. Y'all might be even sharing crystals together. And with this owl here, this person is wise, but this person and you have manifested each other. All right. So with this 2 of Cups here, you've been through a lot. So I'm seeing these mountains in the background. And now you've been watering your own garden. You've been taking care of your own grass. And now the blessing that's coming in your life, if you chose this, if you have me hearing this, is that you're going to be learning how to develop a healthy connection with someone who has your best interest at heart. Okay? So that is beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Pile 2. So we got the Knight of Swords and Fierceness. So Goddess Sekhmet is here. And she nothing to fuck with. And with this Knight of Swords here, Anybody who has been going above and beyond to defamate your character is being sliced and diced. They are basically having a mental war with themselves. You know, you may notice that they don't want to talk as much as they used to. Less shit. They just might be watching and saying more. But they're having trouble thinking clearly. They're having a lot of thoughts come in and out fast, and they're second guessing themselves. It's like they'll be like, you know, well, I really do want to say this, but if I say it this way, it might look like this. So let me see how to phrase it. So you may have a lot of people basically overthinking what to say to you, how to say it to you, because Goddess Sekhmet is whooping that ass. Okay, if you are pure hearted and you know Goddess Sekhmet is working with you, you're gonna be starting to understand her nature at a very pure, genuine level, because she knows that you're not gonna judge her. There's some people that seek out Goddess Sekhmet because they want things, okay? They want Goddess Sekhmet to help them build stuff, but they don't want to let go of the old. And these are the people who will more than likely betray Goddess Sekhmet. And Goddess Sekhmet works with people who are in this energy where they don't mind releasing what doesn't serve them to bring in what they're worth. So Goddess Sekhmet is here with you, and anybody who is basically like trying to be a snake and mentally manipulate you is going through a lot of mental torture. Like, they're emotionally and so mentally like out of alignment right now that they are basically paranoid. They're afraid of what you might say. They're very skittery, very jitterish. They're like, basically, it's so easy to manipulate them that others who notice after they come from your presence manipulate them. Now, not in a way where they're going to try to say something bad about you, but it's more so, well, we've run out of time anyway, so let us have fun and be on demon time. And they take their demon time out on these people. Okay? And so you will notice as time passes by, these people are going to be breaking down. Because Goddess Sekhmet, she like, when she come in, she like, I'm going to have some fun. And she makes sure the job is done. When Goddess Sekhmet comes in and, you know, helps you rebuild a foundation, whatever was working ain't going to work no more. Basically, you try to hold on to a penny from an ex. You want a new love, right? You got to let that penny go. But what if you got to let that penny go? Basically, you said you wanted my help and you don't want to appreciate me. Goddess Sekhmet come in and say, shit, I'm already up in the party. I might as well have a good time. And the fact that you wanted me to come in and half do it, no, boo, I'm about to come in all the way and finish this shit. So anybody that calls in Goddess Sekhmet and is not willing to finish what they started with her, she gonna force them to finish. So anybody who's been trying to cover up what they've been doing to you and others, you gonna notice they constantly just feel like they got a lot to do. They feel as if they're just running out of time, and they're super busy. They don't have anyone around them who understands. They don't feel good. Goddess Sekhmet, like, you should never called on me if you didn't want to actually work with me. You need to understand what it's like to work with me. When you call on me, or if I choose to work with you, I'm going to see this thing all the way through. Now, some may say I get a little bit out of control. But no, I know what's enough for me. Goddess Sekhmet is also going to teach you to understand your limits. So when she comes in, she going to show you how to close out a karmic cycle that just, it was just wearing and tearing at your energetic field. And when you are able to look back years after this is ended, and you will realize how your healing journey has been, Like, you gonna really have a deeper understanding of Goddess segment if you chose Pile 2. Because what's happening is, not only is she showing up in their life, she's showing up in your life. She's showing you how to shut shit down. And don't just start and get comfortable and say it's done. She's like, oh shit, you called, or I came to you because I felt led to you. If Goddess segment comes to you, Goddess segment is saying, I heard, I feel for you, Shaka Khan. Goddess segment saying, I understand. I don't just help anybody. So if she chooses to work with you, you good. That means if you didn't call on her, she's choosing to work with you. This is an honor. Thank you, Goddess segment. Honor her with something. She's blessing you with a new beginning. So basically, whoever she's taking down, whoever they're connected to, everybody coming down. And you're going to be asked to step up in different ways. But this is going to help you understand. Because I'm picking up, if you chose Power 2, you don't judge people. You're just a loving, kind-hearted person. And even the gods want to work with you. And if a god or a goddess chooses to work with you, especially one of high caliber and honor, such as Goddess segment, then you must be on such a high vibration that she knows that if she says, I'm going to go away for a couple of weeks, do what you need to do, you ain't going to be like, but fix it for me and finish it for me. You're going to be like, okay, thank you. And you're going to take the time to do what you need to do to get to where you need to get. It ain't going to be on some shit where you just like, oh shit, you know, I need a Goddess segment. Where are you? Finish it. It's getting bad. Finish it. She like, she don't work people like that. She destroy people like that. If you like, you know what? Thank you, Goddess segment. I'm honored that you're here in my presence. I want to say thank you. I love you. I don't really understand you, but I would like to know your story, whatever you would like to share with me, so that I can fully appreciate you. And I want to say thank you for the skill sets you're gifting me with. And if you choose not to be here in a moment in time, I just want to say thank you for introducing yourself to me. Okay? So, without further ado, that is Pile 2. All right. My nose is itching. All right, you guys. So, Pile 3, Celebration, Hathor, and the Ace of Wands. This moon is standing out. Crescent moon. Oh. Waxing crescent moon. So this energy here is a bit more. You're gonna have like so I'm not sure how to describe, but it's like a very private, like mysterious, shadowy energy. When I say shadowy, I don't mean like shadow work. I feel like it's like, you know, you ever walk into a room where the curtains are really flowy, very soft, light, and it's like you can see through it. It's sheer, but you can't quite make out what it is. But you know it's a very beautiful experience and things. This is what it feels like. Because this Ace of Wands here, I feel like you're about to have an experience that will blow your mind. And I don't mean, I don't feel like it's, you know, sexual. For you, it might be sexual. It could be highly intellectual. But with this nurturing energy, because Goddess Hathor, she's connected to mother and nurturing and stuff like that. I feel as if a lot of people is going to be, your healing energy is going to be very well received. You know, you won't be attracting a bunch of crazies who they just get obsessed with your energy and start stalking you. You're going to be attracting a whole bunch of people who have a lot of new, ascension. So I think the celebration, you're being celebrated in the heavens too. But yeah, you waking up a lot of people. But also I'm picking up, if you chose Pile 3, like You will have a reason to celebrate. You may find a new reason to celebrate. Because sometimes we think about celebration. We think this is what celebration looks like. It's the only way it can present itself. You and me finding different ways to celebrate. And with my nose itching the way it is, there's a lot of people with their eyes on you. Your discernment is growing about who's who and what's what. And things like that. Your discernment is evolving as you are. And so what this says is you got a lot of people trying to get a peek into why it is you're so happy. So you're going to be finding your own personal way of celebration. And I'm going to end it here. I hope that helped you guys. Have a beautiful, lovely day, you beautiful, lovely souls. And congratulations on taking control of your own life.